Hey, I'm Sean, Head of Partnerships at Jargon. Today I'm going to show you how to enrich responses by adding variables, media assets, reusable snippets, and then I'll show you how to mark up a speech component with SSML tags and simulate the response back. So if you have responses that have dynamic variables that need to be included in your dialogue, you can come into a text component and you can include variables, and we can manage these variables on the right here. So let's say that I have this ticket number that is going to be dynamically assembled at runtime. So instead of having this random ticket number here, I'm going to create a variable. And you can select from variables that you have in other responses if you have already created one, and you can select from that list here. I don't have that yet, so I'm going to create a new variable, and I'm going to say call this ticket number. I can provide a description, and then I can insert this variable right here by coming in and selecting ticket number. If you have reusable text that can be referenced in many, many different places, but you want to maintain consistency over it, you can use what we call snippets. And these are essentially just reusable phrases that you can manage in one place. So for example, in this message, I say regarding your pro plan. Well, I want to make sure that I refer to it as the pro plan throughout all of my responses. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to create a snippet called product name, and I will call this the pro plan. You can also, if this is a speech component, you can mark this up with SSML to make sure that it sounds right, so that you don't have to mark up phrases, common phrases, or names many, many times throughout your responses. So I can save this here. And now if that name changes, I can go back and change it in one place and know that it's going to update all of the places that I have this referenced. So I'm going to go ahead and insert this snippet here, product name. There we go. So I have the ability to manage media assets, and I can manage my media asset library under the media assets tab. And this really allows you to create a naming convention. We don't host the assets in Jargon, so make sure that you have your media assets hosted in an online directory somewhere, and then you can create a naming convention for the URL paths within Jargon. So I have my media assets here, so let's go ahead and go to a speech component, and I can reference which audio clips I have in the media tab right here, and then insert that audio clip at the end here. So I'll just add a whistle at the end. And you can also mark up this text with SSML to change the way that the message sounds. So let's say that I want to add a pause right before "have a nice day." I can come in and I can create an SSML tag. And we're running content validation checks, so if you do something that will break the logic for these tags, Jargon will catch that and spit out an error message for you, detailing that under content validation to tell you to go back and fix this syntax. So you can tag this up with as many SSML tags as you like, and then you can also simulate this back with the simulator down here. You can just insert example values for the variables so that they're inserted for the speech simulation, and then we have the different poly voices that you can try out to listen to this message back. So that is how you can enrich your responses by adding variables, media assets, reusable snippets, and then also marking up your responses with SSML tags. Thanks so much.